Okay, this net is open to all hams regardless of affiliation. The PL tone is 114.8. Is there any priority or emergency traffic? Come now. Okay, no emergency or priority traffic heard. So with that out of the way, let's get underway. I'm trying to imitate Jimmy here. Please wait for me to acknowledge previous stations before calling. Okay, by the way, the topic for tonight will be advice for new hams. I think this is one that Jimmy had, but I think we've got some new hams, so maybe it would not hurt to go through that again. Anyway, advice for new hams. Short time check-ins in Northern Illinois, please come now.
KZ9ZT, this is W9JTC, Jamie from Rockford. I'm going to check in short time tonight there, Larry. Thanks for running the net, sir, and good news on Jimmy, 73s.
Thank you, Jamie. Next station, short time.
Hello, Larry. And the net here is AA9SF, Scott. And I have no traffic, and I'll be short time.
Thank you, Scott. Good hearing from you. Next station, please.
KD9HKX, Larry in Roscoe, short time, no traffic.
Thank you, Larry. Good talking to you. Next station, please. Come now.
KC9QPL, Paul Loves Park, short time, no traffic.
I will try and check back in later.
Thank you, Paul. KC9QPL. Good hearing from you. There was somebody doubling with Paul. That station, come now. I might have got KD9 Quebec. I did not get any more. Did somebody copy them on the input by chance? Okay, station come again, please. KD9, I'm not sure what it was. Okay, as Jimmy would say, increase your power, move to a higher elevation. Anyway, we'll come back to you in a few minutes, okay? So, next station, come in, please.
KL7JAB, Bill in Rockford, no traffic.
Thank you, Bill. Your short time?
That is correct, short time. I may be listening, but I'll be doing other things also.
Okay, thank you, Bill. KL7JAB. Next station, come down, please. Any more short time, Northern Illinois, come down, please. Okie doke, regular stations for the regular check-in and the round table and all the other features, come now, please. I'm sorry, could not copy. Try again, please.
Uniform. Michael in Janesville. That's for a short time. Glad to hear Jimmy is getting so much better.
Thank you, Michael. You doubled with somebody. Can you please repeat your call?
Yeah, that's Alpha 9 Victor Uniform. Over to net.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate the check-in. AA9VU. Next station, come in now, please. Short time. Okay, next station, come in now. Regular check-in, Northern Illinois. Come down, please. Thank you, Mike. KD9MED. Next station, please.
K89EPZ, Alan Rochelle, Mike's neighbor.
Thank you, Mike. KD9EPZ. Appreciate the check-in. Next station, come now, please.
Kilo 9, Whiskey Ocean Queen, Greg and Hillcrest.
Thank you, Greg. K9WOQ. Can't read my writing here. Nice to have you aboard. Next station, come now, please.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe.
Check-ins, come now, please.
AC9NW, Tom and Roscoe.
Thank you, Tom. AC9NW. Good to hear you. Next station, come now.
KC9GOL, Jimmy.
Larry in Rockton.
AC9GOL, Jimmy, thank you for checking in. There was another station, I think, in Rockton. Come now.
Hey, good evening, Larry and Lynette, and glad to hear about Jimmy, that things are going well. This is AC9GO, Larry in Rockton.
Thank you, Larry. AC9GO, glad to hear from you. Rah-rah board president. Next station, come now.
89 MAP, Carrie in Rockford.
Thank you, Terry. KD9MAP, Terry, Rockford. Thank you again for all the stuff you're doing with the website and so forth. Appreciate that. Next station, come now, please. Any more stations from Northern Illinois? Come now.
AE9JF, Jim in Loves Park.
AE9JF. Jim, thank you from Loves Park. Next station, please. Okay, we'll come back to Northern Illinois in just a minute. Now let's go to our friends in Southern Wisconsin. Short time. Maybe you're going out for your kielbasa and your bratwurst and the great fish fries they have up there. And that great Wisconsin cheese. So, you want to check in short time? Come now.
Kilo Charlie 9, Romeo Golf Golf, Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin, eating that good Wisconsin cheese.
And good Wisconsin ice cream doesn't get nearly enough publicity. Thank you, Norm, KC9RGG. Next station, short time in Southern Wisconsin. Any more short time check-ins from Southern Wisconsin, please? Come now. None heard. Let's go to regular check-ins now, please. Come now. They're all out there feasting on that great Wisconsin food. Regular station, stations from Southern Wisconsin, regular check-ins or short-timers, please identify. Come now. Oh.
This is Kilo Delta 9, Kilo Whiskey Romeo, Don and Beloit, short time.
Come on down. None heard, so let's go to the top of the order for the round table, and topic will be any advice for new hams or anything else you want to talk about. W9JTC, come now.
There was another station trying to check in.
Okay, other station, come now.
Kilo Delta 9, Kilo Whiskey Romeo, Don and Beloit. Short time.
89 KWR in Beloit, short time. Thank you. Good to hear from you. Anybody else? Okay. W9JTC. Jamie, what's up? My mistake. I'm sorry. He was short time. Let's go to N9ZO. Richard, you still there? What do you got to say?
Well, all I can say is when I called Jimmy this morning, he was very enthusiastic. Definitely wants to get out of there, but he sounded good. I don't know why they got the oxygen on him, but that's the way it was. And like you said, chances are he might have took his phone along, but maybe it's died, because the first 2 weeks he was there, they wouldn't let him do anything. I guess he was confined to his room. And as far as advice for new hams, if you haven't been listening before you got your ticket, and once you get your ticket, you should take time to listen and see how the etiquette is performed and try to follow suit. That'd be my advice. N9ZO.
N9ZO. Thank you, Richard. That's very good advice. Very, very good. Listen to the etiquette. Okay. Down to KD9MED. Mike, what do you have to say? KD9MED, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And I'll bet Jimmy would like to hear that. He'll probably say, oh no, that guy messed up. Okay, KD9EPZ. Al, what do you have?
Oh, not a lot. Still recuperating from my fall a couple weeks ago. Seems as the steroids they were giving me wear off, I'm hurting more and more. Although I know I'm on the mend. So, I don't think they're keeping stuff from Jimmy because of his oxygen. I am on 24/7 oxygen here, and the only restriction I have is that they do not allow me to operate my stove for cooking and or light up a barbecue grill. Other than that, I'm not really restricted.
Okay, I didn't know. A little more information on that. Very good. Thank you, Al. KD9EPZ, glad to hear from you. And glad you can still get on the air and so forth. Greg, K9WOQ, how are you?
Doing well. Just enjoying and trying to get a new radio online, and otherwise taking life easy. The thought was about for the new hams. I'm a new one, so I'm trying to learn myself.
Oh, you're doing just fine. K9WOQ. Thank you, Greg. AC9NW. Tom, come in.
This is AC9NW. One thing on Jimmy, he does not own a cell phone or have a computer. The only phone he has is a landline in his apartment, so he wouldn't be able to take a phone with him or anything. As far as advice to new ham, I'd say start small and build up. I've heard a lot of hams right off the bat go and get a lot of expensive equipment, and then they wish they'd gotten something different. So I think just start out minimal and build up. Reset. The other night on the Health and Welfare Net, I got some advice about places for driver's tests, and I was looking at that Baxter Road facility that you told me about. Somebody on there, I don't remember exactly who. I got several recommendations. I was looking at that, and it seems like it's in the middle of nowhere, no roads or anything around there. How do they do the testing? Does anybody know?
I'm not sure. I stop at that gas station frequently, though, and there's usually a lot of cars parked around the testing station. They do truck testing, so I don't know. I don't think you have to go on the freeway for ordinary passenger vehicles. I'm not sure. Maybe on the side roads, back roads, whatever. Back to you.
Okay, I was just wondering, because I looked at the satellite view of that, and there's nothing around, no streets. Usually they have you park on a street and pull into an alley and back out, things like that. Unless they have something set up on the grounds there, maybe, I don't know. But I was curious about that. AC9NW, back to net.
GOL, a comment?
They do have a motorcycle testing area on the grounds there, so maybe they have a lot of room, so maybe they use that for cars. Anybody else know?
A comment?
Go ahead, Jimmy.
When the last time I took my driving test, I took it out there because I walked in, went through the paperwork and out on the road, and they just took me out and about on the roads. They had me pull over off the highway, or off of the side road, and everything went fine. So, like I say, now that's been a couple years ago because I'm due to have my license tested again. But definitely check into it because, like I say, it was easy to walk in and boom, boom, you were done and out. They even beat Belvedere when I went in for my tags. I had nobody in front of me, and they'd been open for like 10 minutes. So I would say check into it to make sure you aren't making a test or a run. But yeah, it was really good, and I'm planning on going back there this year in the next couple weeks to try to keep my license. KC9GOL, back to the net.
Thank you, Jimmy. And Tom, thank you very much. Information that Jimmy does not have a cell phone. I knew he didn't have a smartphone, but I thought he had another portable phone. So very good. That's why he's not answering. He's not home. Thank you very much. Any more comments? Tom, go ahead.
No, nothing else. Thanks for the information, Al. Say AC9NW, back to net.
Thank you, AC9NW. And now, Jimmy, KC9GOL. What are you doing?
Sorry about that. I walked away from the mic. This is KC9GOL. Good evening to everybody on the net. And since we know that Jimmy's going to be listening to this net at a later date, good evening, Jimmy. And I hope that you're getting well, getting better, and going to get back out in the public. This is KC9GOL. Everybody just stay safe and stay healthy, and we'll listen to y'all. KC9GOL, back to net.
KC9GOL, thank you very much, Jimmy. Appreciate that. AC9GO. Larry, how are you?
Hey, just fit as a fiddle and ready to be plucked. This is AC9GO. I don't know what that means, but anyhow, glad that Jimmy is doing well, and hope that he gets out of that place very soon and gets back to playing on the radio. Also, as far as New Hampshire, I've been thinking about this. I think the best way to start out is to find a used radio that has at least 100 watts and at least covers the high frequency band so that you can start playing around a little bit on those. You know, privileges for the tech are on 10 meters and on up. And but I would not recommend that you get a low power rig, because I think you would get frustrated. It takes a lot of knowledge. In fact, I don't have it all for doing the the 5-watt stuff. That's it's difficult to make contacts with it. So anyhow, that's kind of what I would say. Start out, even start out with a bow fang, so that you got you can get on the nets. But definitely, when you get a transceiver, get a 100-watt one to start out with. AC9 Geo, back to net control.
Thank you, AC9GO. Very, very good advice. Very, very good. Thank you very much. KD9MAP, who posted some stuff about this on the Facebook site. What do you say, Kerry? KD9MAP.
This is KD9MAP. Thank you, Larry. Good evening, everybody. I want to say thanks to Richard for going out to meet Jimmy today, and I'm so relieved to hear that he's doing better. I know that God knows Jimmy. And thank you too, Larry, for taking over so very ably on all these phone nets. I wouldn't know where to begin doing that. Brief reset. Yeah, I wrote a couple of things on Facebook this week. One was a quick start guide to people who want to get licensed, and a quick start beginner's guide. It's only 2/3 of a page long with a bunch of appendixes, so it is brief and to the point. A brief reset. And then the other thing was my advice on buying a radio, and my advice was to buy new and get at least 100 watts, make sure it covers all the HF bands, including the warp bands, make sure it's a multi-mode, and I suggest get something with a cat connector, because in the future you may want to do something digital that you're not thinking of doing today. Brief reset. But other than that, my two nuggets of advice for tonight, the antenna system is the most important part of your station. So a lot of people think about a really fancy rig under the tree, but it's not the radio, it's the antenna. It's your antenna farm, the transmission lines, it's that whole part of the station that's most important. Brief reset. And finally, resist the urge to impulse buy. Do your research before you buy. Don't jump on the first shiny thing you see. KD9MAP over.
KD9MAP, very good advice. Thank you, Kerry. K9TZT here. Very, very good. And read that thing on that piece that Kerry wrote on the RARA Facebook site, Rockford Amateur Radio Association Facebook site. AE9JF. Jim, how are you doing?
Alpha Echo 9, Juliet Foxtrot. Good evening, Larry. Good evening, everyone on the net. Thank you for filling in here, and it is good to hear about Jimmy. Got the yard mode today, and I'm looking forward to warmer weather and even their chance of rain they're calling for. I think we can really use it. Brief reset. And to finish up, I'm still pretty much new myself. 6 months in, I'm still learning every day. And so what I would give advice to anyone starting out is, if
you have a question, look on the internet. There's opportunities to learn, videos. It'll keep you busy all day and all night. But if you don't find the answer you're looking for, be sure to ask the group. These are a great bunch of people and are always willing to help. And so with that, I will turn it back to Net, Alpha Echo 9, Juliet Foxtrot.
AE9JF. Thank you, Jim. Good advice. Very good. Okay. Anybody else? We've got a number of short timers. Any of the short timers would like to comment on the roundtable topic? Go ahead now. None heard. Is there anybody else who would like to check in? Come now. None heard. So, let's go on to some of the other features of the Friday Night Fun Net. Let's go with the Gene Duncan DX Corner. Come now. Anybody for the DX Corner?
AC9NW.
AC9NW. Tom, go ahead.
This isn't really DX, but it was an interesting contact. On Sunday, ARRL on their station W1AW was celebrating World Amateur Radio Day, and I contacted that station with 10 watts, and I talked to Bob NQ1R, who was operating the station that day, and I got a 5.9 signal report. He said I was quite loud for a QRP station. So that was kind of fun. AC9NW, back to Net.
Very good. AC9NW, thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, DX is, I guess, where we find it. And anyway, more for the Gene Duncan DX Corner. Come now.
KD9MAP.
Terry, KD9MAP. What you doing on DX?
Well, I got two to brag about this week. On Monday night, on 10 meters, I worked VK3GA in Melbourne, Australia. On 10 meters. And I was tipped off by the Monday night VHF net that 10 meters was open, and by gosh was it. Brief reset. I was hearing Fiji and New Zealand and Australia, and I was getting spotted in all three countries, but I managed to make a confirmed QSO with Melbourne. And then today, I worked 3D2TS Fiji on 40 meters. Brief reset. And that QSO was quickly confirmed also. So that brings me up to a total of 100 countries with 96 confirmed. So I can't claim the award yet. I have to wait for 100 confirmed. KD9MAP over.
Well, my goodness, you sure can claim credit and get congratulations. 100 countries is a big achievement. And you've done it in a short time, and you can get another congratulations when you did them all confirmed. Very, very good. You haven't been, I think, chasing DX for that long, and really exciting. Thank you very much for sharing that. Any more comments, Terry?
I owe it all to FT8. I love this mode. I love it, love it, love it. 89MAP over.
Very good, and you gave a very nice talk on the subject a couple of weeks ago at the Rah-Rah Club on the air meeting. Thank you very much. Anybody else for the DX Corner? Okay, let's move ahead to the SwapNet. Well, we've got a bunch of new hams. Thanks to Dan and others. and they're looking for equipment. And I know there are hams out there with stuff in the basement or the attic or the garage that they're not using, and, well, maybe they're looking for a new home. So let's see what we can do. Anybody for the swap net, buy, sell, trade. You can mention prices on the air, but please note negotiating here, do that off the air, and it should be in your possession. Ham equipment, radio equipment, or computer stuff, and you also need to leave some way to contact you. So for the swap net, come now.
N9ZO, I just remembered I don't have nothing for the swap net, but I do have something else.
Come now, Richard.
Many of you, especially you new hams, Sunday the 3rd of May is the Sandwich Ham Fest down in Sandwich, Illinois. From my house to there, it's 52 miles, but they got already, I think, 58 tables sold out, and they've got tickets are way ahead of schedule for the past, and they usually get around 75 vendors that sell out of the trunks of their car. So anybody that's interested, I do have 10 tickets here. It's $8 in advance or $10 at the gate. When you pay the $8, you get 2 chances at drawings and stubs. You need not be present. There are 3 cash drawings. If you buy at the gate, you get 1 ticket, 1 chance on it for the $10. So, and I can be reached at 815-547-8686. That's Sunday, May 3rd, I believe it is. Whatever that Sunday is, either the 2nd or 3rd. That's next weekend, Sunday. But it's a very good ham fest to attend with a lot, and they're going to have, I think it's 3 of the vendors, cable experts, and a couple others that will have new stuff for you. And then they're going to have lunch served by the Hy-Vee food stores out of DeKalb. And 9-0 back to net.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that's May 2nd is the first Sunday there. And that's on the fairgrounds. Can you tell us about how you find the fairgrounds there? Go ahead.
Actually, I just go down Stone Quarry Road to Cherry Valley down to Glidden over to Old State, and then I go in, take Salmonock Road out of Sycamore and go straight on down, and I don't know, it's 10, 12 miles. And if you got a GPS, you could probably Google the fairgrounds and get the exact address, put it in your GPS, and once you get down there close to it, they'll have signs and stuff out. But if somebody needs more directions, give me a holler, and I'll get something for your GPS. But it's not that hard to find, and believe me, they have a lot of people down there. And again, like I said, they'll have, I don't know if the battery guys coming from Wisconsin or not, but it's one of the better ham fests in the areas. And this is like their 45th or 46th year they've been doing it.
Very good, very good. Do they have a talk-in frequency?
Yep, it's 146, 730, I think, or 146, 520. I believe that's what the DeKalb ham fest. I think it's 140. I look at it. I have it in radio, but I look at it. I think it's 146, 730. Maybe Al can remember. He goes down there. If he's listening, maybe he can confirm me. N9ZO.
Thank you very much, Al. Do you have anything on that? Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's one thing Jimmy did so well, was keep track of all the ham fests and so forth. And yeah, that's a good one. So you want, if new hams, if you're looking for equipment, go on down there to Sandwich. And I'll have a few comments, just a minute. if you're looking at buying some equipment, one thing you might look at is the line cord. That's the cord that goes into the wall. And just check it for condition. Is it, if it's cracked and so forth, and whatever the wiring inside probably is too, and maybe you want to pass. That's one piece. You might want to also smell the thing for either for damp or maybe for burning smells like the thing that caught on fire at one time. Be sure to ask the person, is it working? You know, a lot of hams will put it out there and they'll usually be honest. If it's not working, they'll tell you, but often you have to ask. And if you have an experienced ham to go with you, that would be great. Or maybe wear your a sign or something with your call letters on it. Somebody might recognize you from Rockford, and other guys often wear their QSL card or something, or some pen identifying themselves. If you've had listened here on the air, you might recognize some calls. Just introduce yourself. Come on. And anyway, anybody else have advice on buying used equipment at a ham fest?
N9ZO back. Yeah, it's 146,730 with a PL 100. Same with the call frequency. And I myself personally, if you just got your ham license within the last year, I will personally sell you the ticket for $6, and I will pay the $2 difference for new hams that want to get involved. So if you're a new ham and you can show me your license was issued within the last 6 months or year, I will let you buy the ticket from me. This is not the club doing this now. This is me personally to help new hams out. I'll sell it to you in advance for $6, N9ZO.
Thank you. There you are. A pretty generous offer. And his number again, 815-547-8686. 547-8686. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay. Anybody else for the SwapNet? Come now. Okay. How about the TechNet? Anybody have a technical question like how do you turn the stupid computer on or things like that that often baffle me? Come now.
This is KD9MAP.
Go ahead, Kerry.
This is kind of technical, I guess. I'm sure that there's people out there who've done this better than I've done it. My antennas are wires hanging in trees. I got to get one of my wires up higher, another 20 feet higher or so. I got the branch all picked out, but I have a heck of a time with a fishing pole doing that. Reset. So I can think of about 6 ways to do it, but I don't have the equipment to do it. You could use a fishing pole. That I got. You could use one of those pneumatic guns. You could do it with some kind of archery setup, I guess. You could do it with a slingshot. I got a slingshot, didn't work. You could do it with a drone, I guess. Any ideas, guys? How would you get a wire up 40, 50 feet in a tree?
Shoot an arrow.
Very good. Or you can tie it to the, plant a new tree, tie a string to the top and let it grow. No. Anybody else?
With a string on it. Then pull the string from the other side with the wire.
There you go. KD9MAP, you got that?
Okay, that's the archery solution. I don't have that though. I don't have a bow and arrow. That's the thing. Whatever suggestion we come up with, I don't have the thing to do it. You know. The guys on field days seem to have a quick way of doing it. I haven't watched them, but they always get that up quick, or at least they used to before the pandemic.
I've had a guy come over to trim trees, and he's very good, but his first lineup, he gets up there with a slingshot and a like a sinker or something like that, and shoots it up in the tree over a limb. Must be very good with it, but anyway, that's how he does it. I've got a bow and arrow you can use if you want to take that.
We got something. MED? Oh, Will, if you own one, can I rent it from you, please?
They run on hairspray or maybe deodorant or something like that. Use it for shooting potatoes, maybe something like that.
Mike, are you saying you own one of those? May I rent it from you? Okay, we'll talk about that on email.
All right, there we are. The TechNet comes through again. We've got a solution. Very, very good. Okay. Back in school, I used to have the kids make catapults, and there was a reason for it. And one that was really effective was some bungee cords stretched out and a little pouch in between them and a ping pong ball, and fill it with water. And, of course, you attach the string to that, and that thing will go. Anyway, that's my contribution. Okay, my little comments on new hams. First of all, get a 2-meter handheld of some sort. Get to know the people around here and so forth. You'll have a great time. I like to build, but don't do that first. Get on the air first and not have to worry about, your equipment working or isn't it. Don't, as Larry said, don't go QRP, get 100 watts or so. Although, 50 watts is almost the same, 3 dB. But anyway, substantial power and a good antenna. And I'll add one thing, get some books. I recommend the ARRL handbook and the ARRL antenna manual. New ones are getting a little pricey and bulky, but you can get a couple-year-old set, a copy of those books, which are just as good, and get them on ABEBooks, ABEBOOKS.com online. And they're very, very reasonable, and you should have a copy in your shack somewhere. A lot of information in the handbook. Okay, anybody else for the DX Corner, the SwapNet, or the TechNet? Come now. Okay, nothing heard, so let's go to trivia. Hang on. Okay, since I still don't have the questions in front of me for the technician class or any of the other classes, here are some questions. And the answers are all ham radio manufacturers. Manufacturers, past and present. Okay, and the winner will get a certificate that you really, really want and a big prize. You betcha. Okay. So please, when you call your answer, give your call or your name, because I don't always recognize voices and I can't tell them apart. Are you ready? Question number 1. When mother calls, when mother calls, that's the clue. What do you do? Okay, the answer is I come. When mother calls, I come, or else. Okay, let's try another one. This is vintage. A country where everyone carries a hammer. country where everyone carries a hammer.
AC9GOL.
Hammerland. Hammerland, a country where everyone carries a hammer. Okay, we're just getting warmed up now. Let's try another one. Bob Wood's brother.
Kenwood.
Hey, winner, yes. Who was that, please?
KD9MAP. I've heard from so many hands. Kenwood's the best.
Thank you very much. You got 1 point. Let's see if that lead holds up. Okay, here's a little toughie, but the answer is still vintage. Gin, lemon juice, sugar, and carbonated water.
Collins.
Correcto, and who was that, please?
That was my fault. KD9MAP.
Okay, you got 2 of them now. Whoa, whoa. All right. Here's another one. Will Cherry sweep the trivia question? Well, we'll find out. We got some sharp guys out there. Between the Capitol and the Lincoln Memorial, and between Independence and Connecticut Avenues. Okay, it's what's there? Between the Capitol and Lincoln Memorial, and between Independence and Constitution Avenues. Okay, the answer was National, the National Mall. Sorry, nobody got that. Okay. Mighty fine junk. Correcto. I think that was our last time's winner. Okay, that's number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was question number 6. You got number 6. Okay, very good. 1 for MED, 2 for KD9MAP. All right, very good. Not that MFJ sells junk. They sell very good stuff. Next question. This is number 7. If it walks like a duck.
It's a Drake, AE9JF.
Okay, that was AE9JF. Is that correct?
Yes, sir, correct.
Thank you very much. Okay, this is maybe a little tougher. An area of open, uncultivated land, especially in Britain, with vegetation of heather, gorse, and coarse grasses.
I don't know. Heathkit?
Correcto! And who was that, please?
KD9MAP.
Okay, very good. Got you down here for question number 8. You're ahead 3 to 1 to 1. Okay, here we go again. And the clue is a big bird.
Drake.
Nope, sorry, that's correct. That answer is correct, but we've already used Drake. So another big bird, and not on Sesame Street.
Would be a swan.
Yes, who was that, please?
Me. KD9QDP.
Take a liking to a Viking.
Well, that's related to it, Drake.
Family members cannot be winners. Take a liking to a Viking.
KD9QDP.
KD9QDP. And do you have the answer, please?
Would Night Viking be affiliated in there somewhere?
That's part of the question. Who made Vikings? Let's put it that way.
Well, that'd be the Johnson clan.
Yes, that is correct. KD9MED, yeah. Okay, Rick. That's question number 10. Okay. And number 11. This is going to drive you up the wall. Okay. A company that had its last headquarters in Rockford.
Oh, I think you might be talking about Fillmore.
Oh, that would be correct. Yes, that would also be correct. Yeah, okay. There's another answer I was thinking of. So another point for Rick. And what's the other answer, though? A company that had its last headquarters in Rockford.
GC Electronics.
No, I think they might have bought this company.
Weldon?
Nope.
Barbara Coleman?
Nope. Ham manufacturer. Made a lot of things like the Globe Scout, the... Whoops. Anyway, lots of equipment like that. What was the name of the company?
Oh, that would be Globe Electronics.
We've got another winner. Okay. Another point for Rick. Okay. I think it was. And here we go. We've got KD9MAP with 3 and Rick with 3. So, the last question. Went to a park and sat. Nope.
Wait.
Sorry, a double go it is. Okay, I did not hear your answer, I'm sorry. Okie doke, I thought somebody else had an answer. Thank you. No, venture is a good answer. I liked it, but, well, no, I don't think we can allow that. Sorry. Try again. And the answer is Gonset. 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 Well, I like venture better, but hey, I'm sorry, we have to follow the rules. Okay, well, there we are. Another trivia contest is in the books. Oh, what time we got here? 9:02. Well, how about that? So, anybody have anything else?
Yeah, I probably do, but at this point I'm not going to share.
Oh, come on, Rick. All right, anybody have anything else for the net? Any more check-ins?
WX9RLT, Ricky Los Park, no traffic.
Thank you, Ricky. WX9 RLT. How are things going with you? Did you hear our topic for tonight, advice to new hams?
Earlier I did catch the thing about Jimmy, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, if you got some free time, can you let me know?
You mean me personally after the net? Sure.
Yeah, just whenever. All right, back to you. Much appreciated, WX9RLT.
Okay, all right. Anything else for the net? Any check-ins? Anything for the SwapNet, TechNet, whatever? Come now. Nothing heard. Okie doke. Let's wrap her up at 9:04, a little earlier. Hopefully Jimmy will be back next week. I really hope he is. And sorry for all of the mistakes I've made tonight, and try to do better if I ever called on again. Hopefully Jimmy will have it. We appreciate that. So, thanks to everybody. Appreciate your time, and have a good night. K9KZT 73.
Good night. Good night.
Can I have a glass of water?
Only if you tell me how many check-ins you had tonight.
1. Okay, counting all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 women. I'm discounted, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, about 19.
Okay, make it 20. N9NQD, checking in.
Did you check me in there too, Jimmy? Larry?
Yes, I did. I think I did. No, wait, I didn't. I had a okay. KD9, February 20. QDP. Touchdown. Okay, and there was another station there. I did not get your call letters. Come now.
Yeah, the call is N9NQD.
N9NQD. Okay. Any comments on the advice for new hams? That was our topic tonight.
Study hard.
Okay. Thank you. Good advice. Thank you very much. Rick, did you have any advice for new hams?
Yeah, especially those that are being transplanted from the 11-meter crowd there, listen to and use proper radio etiquette on the amateur bands. And you might want to have a little bowfang there for a starter. And then again, maybe not. It depends on what you're... but if you don't really... not sure about having a deep interest in the amateur radio, start out with a little bowfang or something like that, but don't spend too much as far as the radio equipment goes. And let me see what else here. Probably I would suggest on getting a HF transceiver, something with 10 meters in it, definitely, because once you get your ticket, you do have voice privileges on 10 meters. And with that said, I would encourage you to, get active there, because 10 meters is going to be start picking up here before too long. So you'll start making HFDX contacts there, so that'll build up a little enthusiasm for you. But other than that, no, not really.
Well, that's good advice. That'll get somebody started. Yes, it will. And get a 2-meter handheld. That's probably your first thing that'll put you in contact. and very, very good. And learn ham etiquette, and don't go with QRP. Low power, it's fun, but it's really not for a beginner. And get a good antenna and get some books. Okay, thank you. Anything else? Anybody?
WX9RLT.
Have in your amateur radio library is the ARR and handbook. It doesn't have to necessarily be a new one. Could be something anywhere from present to about 10 years old. One other book you should have there would be the ARR antenna handbook. Those there, I would strongly advise you to have the first two in your library there. So, yeah, the antenna is a key part of any station there. Without that, you can have a $7,000 rig and a 25-cent antenna, and you're going to be very disappointed.
Thank you. Very, very good advice. And new hams heed this, and I think, as Jimmy pointed out, there are people listening on standards and so forth, and maybe thinking about getting their ham license. Well, it's a lot of fun, and welcome to it. Okay, so that's it, I think. Anybody else? And then I'll talk to Rick. Okay, Ricky, WX9RLT. Copy?
Yep, I'm here. Go ahead. WX9RLT.
Okay, why don't you give me a call on my phone if you're ready to copy a number?
Oop, you're gonna kill me. You caught me off guard. Give me 1 sec. Yep, I'm good.
Okay, 815-397-9595. 815-397-9595. QSL?
Yep, roger that. Yeah, sorry when my turn came around. Long story short, I was sidetracked. I was going to echo what Rick said as well up on the antenna. So, yep, I'll give you a call here and give me about 2 minutes, if that's all right, or if you want me to wait a little longer. Let me know. WX9RLT.
Nope, I'm good. Carry on when you can. I'm just sitting here listening.
Oh, Rick, this is KD9MAP. I'm sorry I missed the 425 group on Tuesday night. I was in that Zoom meeting till about 9:15, so that's the only reason I missed it. KD9MAP, over.